Alright. We are live. I think, I hope. It would seem so, at least. Welcome to this odd stream, I would say, of sorts. This is obviously a special one. And we'll get into it in just a minute. I am excited about this stream. I think it'll be fun. It might be a long one, might be a short one. Depends how fast we go through them. I can tell you that we in fact have 253 games today. But before we get into all that, I want to give a tad bit of backstory of this idea. Welcome to the stream, both of you, Mane. I had this idea a while back, honestly. When I was at work, I was standing there, doing my job, and brainstorming ideas for what to make kind of content. And I had this dumb, weird idea that I want to rank every single game I've ever played in my entire life. Okay? This means from all the way back to when I was 5 years old till now. I'm 21, I think. Wait, how old? Wait, am I 20? Yeah, I'm 21. I'm 21 years old. Almost forgot. I'm 21 years old, so obviously it's a lot of games. Now, this is obviously not possible to do exactly. Like, there's no way in hell I can do every single game I've ever played. Because, first of all, I won't remember every single game I've ever played. That's just a fact. You've played some very bad games, you never remember. You play for like 10 minutes and you quit and then you don't see them again. So obviously, take it with a bit of salt. Just a small grain of salt. That's every game. It's almost every game. It's every game I remember. So I've done it. I have this long list of games. Alright? 253 games. Alright? And how I've actually made this list, it's pretty simple. I've gone through my Steam library. I've taken every single game with more than 1 hour. So 1 hour and above. Okay? I didn't take them below because I didn't count them because there's no need to rank a game I've never even played more than an hour. Makes no sense. So every Steam game I've played at least an hour is on this list. Plus, obviously the other providers, so Epic Games and Riot Games and Battle.net and all that kind of stuff. It's also on the list. Then we have some old classics, like the ones I used to play on the Wii, on the PlayStation 2 and whatever. And finally, just a bit extra of the ones I used to play on the website games when I was young. And hopefully, I haven't forgotten any major games. Because I said, the only ones I actually have a list of is the Steam games, really. And the rest is just straight from my memory, the games I remember. So, obviously, all of the memorable games that I played more than 10 minutes, they would be there. But I do think we should just get started. Because we have a lot of games to go through. And I have it all ready here in Photoshop to rank them. So let's do it, honestly. Is it going to be a YouTube video? Yes, it will indeed be a YouTube video. Is Fortnite on the list? Yes, it is on the list. But yeah, it'll be a YouTube video for sure. Alright. I have this giant list ready. Now, the question is, do we start from the bottom or from the top? You cannot see the list. I have a list out on my right side here. So it's your choice. Are we starting from the bottom or from the top? I'm willing to do both. I don't really mind, to be honest. All right. Let's start from top of the list. So, as you're able to see here, this all my layers in Photoshop. All of these we have to go through. We'll do one at a time. So basically, I just show the layer. I talk about the game for a bit, for a short amount of time, and then we put it on the list. We have all the way from God tier, which is obviously the top, the best of the best. Then we have down to S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and don't remember. Because obviously there'll be a lot of these games I don't really remember, and I don't want to rank them if I don't remember them at all. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Hopefully we have enough space here to just make them very small, because this is already like a 20,000 pixels tall Photoshop document. So yeah, let's get started. The first game on the list, Omega Strikers. Also, all these, the list is randomized, so it's just totally random what order these are coming in. Honestly, Omega Strikers was a fun game. I like the concept of it when I was playing it, but a bit of an issue with this game is the fact that it pretty much lost all its players in like no time. I'll put it in the C tier. I think that's fair, honestly, considering the fact that it didn't take like 3 weeks and then it had no players. So we'll put it in the C tier. I think that's fair, because it's a good game, good concept, but it just died too fast. If it didn't die out, honestly, it would probably be B or A. Actually, no, I'll put it in D tier, because a game that died that quickly, yeah. I enjoyed it though while it lasted, but I guess the developers didn't really keep up. Well, that's number 1 ranked. 252 to go. Number 2. Deep Rock Galactic. I played this game for the first time ever yesterday, and I kind of loved it, not gonna lie. I'm willing to put this in A tier for now. Maybe it'll even be higher, but I haven't played it enough. Actually, I'll put B tier. I haven't played it enough to put in A tier, but so far this game seems very fun. So I think that's fair. It might. I honestly think it might be higher. I really do, but for now I don't feel like I can put it higher than that. All right. Jedi Fallen Order. This is an instant A tier. I haven't finished the game, but everyone loves it, and honestly, from what I've played through the game, it is very good. So it's an instant A tier. I just get frustrated by the difficult games, so I just kind of quit. Echo VR. This might be my first S tier, not God tier, but S tier. Because honestly, this game is very good. And yeah, I'll put this in S. This is one of my favorite VR games. It's free, and it's honestly just an amazing VR game if you like at least practice it. It does take a good amount of practice to become like decent at it, because there's a lot of sweats in this game. But it is an amazing game, and it's super fun. So I'll put that in S tier for sure. This is the first S tier. We still have no God tier. Obviously, we're only 4 games in, but we'll see what comes up. Alright, next one. Octodad, Deadliest Catch. Now this is a good one. This is a good one for sure. I remember the first time I played this game was in a GameStop. I'm pretty sure this was in a GameStop when I was like, I would have guessed like 12 maybe. And I was in a GameStop with my brother and my dad, and this game was on like one of the display PlayStations, and we tried it, and I loved it. It was fun. It was so goofy and dumb, but it was kind of nice. I kind of enjoyed it. So that has to be this. Kind of has to be an A tier, doesn't it? It's an iconic dumb game, you know. Kind of has to go into A. Yeah, we put it into A tier. I'm happy about that, honestly. I think Octodad is definitely A tier potential for sure. It's just dumb. It's a dumb game, but that makes it fun, you know. All right, next on the list, Stranded Deep. Honestly, for me, this game is just an instant E tier. It's not the worst game, but it's just one of those games that the developers just feels like they pushed out just to earn money. It's not really fun. It's not really well made. There's a lot of bugs in it, and yeah, I didn't enjoy it that much. Smite. I mean, Smite is just, in my opinion, a worse League of Legends. I've tried to give it a chance like multiple times, but I've never really gotten that much into it. So I feel like it'll just have to be D tier, probably. A lot of people like the game, but for me, it's not even the second best MOBA out there. So yeah, it'll be a D tier. Even though it's probably a good game, just not for me. American Truck Simulator, it's instant A tier for me. It's a good game. It's not Euro Truck Simulator, but I mean, it's like the best simulator game out there. Those two, to be honest. So I'll put an A tier. If you want to play a simulator game, that's like been the top always. Those two games. So yeah, GTA 5. All right, this is our first God tier for sure. This is like one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. I played this game a bunch, and I've had a lot of fun in it, and I just feel like it keeps getting better. I haven't played it in a long time now, but that being said, it's just a really good game, really. I mean, it has it all, and I'm excited about GTA 6. But that's an instant God tier for me. Can't be otherwise. I mean, yeah. It's the best-selling game of all time, other than Minecraft, and I mean, I don't think you can really discuss this not being a God tier game. Are we speeding through this? But we do have 1 million to get through. Let's see. Formula 1 2020. I think this is my most played Formula 1 game. It's one of the better ones, I like to say, but I'll still put it in C tier. I don't think any of the Formula 1 games is like that good, to be honest. I feel like they're all mediocre. Don't Starve Together. Yeah, that's probably an A tier game. It's an enjoyable game. If I put more hours into it, honestly could be S or even God tier. A lot of people love the Don't Starve games, and from what I played, like 10-15 hours, I really enjoyed it as well. So for me, it's A tier. It could definitely be S or even God tier, to be honest, but I'll keep it an A for now at least. We can always move shit around. Okay, Vader Immortal. This is the VR Star Wars Vader series. It's 3 games. I only put one of them in because I feel like it's just one game, but they sold it 3 times to earn the triple profit. And yeah, I feel like I'll just have to rank the entire series as one, really, which is what I'm gonna do. It was a good VR experience. It could be longer. They could have more features in it. I enjoyed it though, but I'm gonna put it B tier because it could be a lot better. It was like an amazing experience and it was very cool, but it has more potential, so I'll put it in B tier. It could be like amazing. I'm still waiting for like this insane Star Wars VR game at some point. But for now, B tier for Vader Immortal. I think that's fair, to be honest. Binding of Isaac. A lot of people, this would probably be God tier, to be honest, because this is like a very popular game. I'll put it in B tier as well, just like Vader Immortal. It's never really caught me that much. I played it and I had fun for like an hour or two, but it's not that my style of game really, and yeah, I just don't think it's that good. I feel like a lot of people put that in God tier or S tier at least, but for me, the Binding of Isaac is just, it's not that game. Not yeah, it's not for me. Alright, we're speeding through, let's go. The Escapist 2. That's a C tier game. It's a decent game. It's fun with friends, for sure, but it didn't really catch me the first couple of times I played it with some friends. I had fun, but it's not like the game I want to come back to again and again, so it's a C tier. Star Wars Squadrons, I think it's a failed game, honestly. I'll have to put it in E tier, even. It had potential, but it's really just like Star Wars Battlefront, but you only get the space combat parts, so why would you play that over like normal Battlefront, where you also get the space combat? Subnautica, I haven't played it a lot, but it has to go in S tier. It's a beautiful game. It's, from what I played, it's fun, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the most loved games of all time, really. But it's an amazing game, a good experience as well, and the graphics from the time when it came out were just stunning, really. Also a very unique game, a very unique take on the survival genre, so that's a definite S tier. Jak and Daxter 2, oh, one of the old ones. I don't think number 2 was the best one. I think number 3 was the best one, in my opinion. So I'll put this in A tier, to be honest. It's still good. All the 3 games in the Jak and Daxter trilogy were pretty amazing, in my opinion. But let's put it down for now. I think that's fair, to be honest. Yeah. Ratchet and Clank 2. Alright, going back to the older games. I mean, this has to be S tier at least, right? It might even be God tier. Honestly, yeah, this might just be God tier. Ratchet and Clank 2 was such a good game. I mean, honestly, all the Ratchet and Clank games, the first 3 might be God tier, to be honest. Because they were all so goddamn good. That has to be I remember playing this game so goddamn much when I was a child. And it just brings back a lot of good memories. So that has to be God tier, for sure. Robo Recall. This is the first VR game I've ever played. Other than obviously the tutorial thingy, which is not really a game when you think about it. This is a very fun take on the VR genre. It's not one of the games you come back to a lot, but it was included with my first Oculus Rift. And it's a cool VR game. You feel cool. The controls are pretty cool, and I feel like for its time, probably B tier. Yeah, it's a good VR game. That's for sure. I'm just trying to make these fit a bit more. That's why I'm cutting them out to just have the name mainly. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, Heroes of the Storm. Another MOBA by Battle.net, trying to get into that genre to compete with games like League and Dota at the time, and Smite even. I enjoyed it while I played it for like a week maybe, but I mean, really, it's F tier. It's not a good game. There's a reason it died so quickly, and yeah, it's an F tier. I can't really justify putting it higher. I don't think so. All right, Fortnite. This is a difficult one. Obviously, Fortnite. Let's see. I mean, it has to be. I mean, okay. It's weird. If this was like 2018 when Fortnite was peaking and it was sick and everyone played it, would be a God tier for me. But it's just gone downhill, really. I'm gonna put it in the C tier, honestly. It was God tier, in my opinion. It really was. But now I don't enjoy it anymore. I'll put it B tier. B tier is fair. Yeah. Fortnite is B tier. It's a decent game still, but I don't know. I just don't feel like playing it anymore. It wasn't. But it's like season 1 through 5, the original 1 to 5 is God tier for sure. That was like one of the best games I've ever played. But they kind of ruined it, Epic Games. So, unlucky, I guess. Ark Survival Evolved. If you haven't played this game ever, play it. I remember getting this game like a week after it released in 2017, I'm gonna say. Maybe 2016. It might just be 2015, wait. It might be 15, actually. Yeah, 2015, my bad. In 2015, I remember getting this game like a week after it was released. It's almost 8 years ago now. And this game is a clear God tier for me. Even the early months / years of the game where it was super buggy and bad performance and kind of bad, this game was amazing. I played it so goddamn much, and honestly one of my favorite games of all time. So that's a definite God tier for me, and without even thinking about it, that just has to be God tier. It's such a good game. I really love that. The House of the Dead 2. Okay. I'm just gonna say the House of Dead series. It's 3 games, 1, 2, and 3, and I mean this is honestly an S tier. This is a great game. This is a fun game. It's made for the Wii or in arcades, and I remember playing it, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. You have like the Wii guns and you shoot, and it's very nice. And that's an S tier game right there. The Witcher, I don't remember playing it. I got it with my graphics card a long time ago, with my old graphics card, and I honestly don't remember playing it. A lot of people probably put that in S because they love the game, but I don't remember it, so might be lower for me, but I'll just put it in don't remember. The Walking Dead, I enjoyed it. I feel like it's a good story. I'll put it in B tier, because I feel like the game's not that good, honestly. The story is fine, and the graphics, I love the way the style is, but yeah, the game, it's a good game, but I've played better. It's more of a story than a game, really. Terraria, a lot of people put this in S or God even. I'll put it in C tier. It never really caught my attention too much, so, and I know this is not a fair ranking for Terraria because it's like one of the biggest games of all time, but yeah, I don't know. I never really had that much fun playing Terraria, so it's a C tier for me. Alright, Warframe. I don't have too much to say about Warframe. It's a D tier. A lot of people love the game, just like Terraria, but never really caught me, honestly. I've never really had any fun playing Warframe. I want to. I've given it multiple chances, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. It's never been that fun to me. Overwatch 2. I mean, it's just Overwatch 1, really. And I'm not sure if I have both of them in here. I think I do, actually. Which might be dumb. For now, I'm putting it in B tier. I think Overwatch 1 was better. It was more interesting, because this is just Overwatch 1 again. Which makes it a bit less fun. We'll do like that. Whatever. Because you're expecting more, I feel like. So, yeah. Disney Dreamlight Valley. This is a good game. This is a nice, cozy game. If you just want to chill. Honestly, A tier. I don't mind putting it there. It's like Animal Crossing, but Disney themed, which is kind of cool. Still pretty early access though. Original Counter-Strike, that's an A tier for me. I played this game when I had a very bad PC, and this was like the only game I could play really, and it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. All right, let's keep going. We already have like a bunch of games listed here. The B tier is heavy. It's waiting in right now. Saints Row the Third has to be S tier. Also, this is the image for the remastered one. It's just the original one. This game is just a good game. It's not really. It's actually a bad game, but it's a fun game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those games which is not really good, but it's super fun, and that's an S tier for me. Apex Legends, probably the best battle royale ever made. So that's for that. On its own, it's S tier. There you go. It's definitely the battle royale I played the most. I think maybe other than maybe Fortnite more. I played more Fortnite, but then again, actually no. It's difficult. I think I played more Apex than Fortnite, but I think it's close though. But I do think Apex is still a good game. I don't think Fortnite is good anymore. So I think Apex definitely deserved the S tier. It's just a good game. They really nailed it. One of the EA's best games ever, if not the best they've ever made. Alright. Coming up. Original Jak and Daxter. That has to be S tier. Like, it just has to. Maybe even God tier. It's close, honestly. It's close to be God tier for me. We'll put an S for now. I do remember Jak and Daxter 3 as my favorite, so that might be the God tier one. Whoa. Planet Coaster. Ignore the console edition, just Planet Coaster. It's a good... Whoa. Where did it go? What's on here now? Why is it flying around? Where is it now, bro? It's gone again. Oh, why is it? What's happening? Photoshop, hello? Okay. I don't know why it's skipping this fast, but that's fine, whatever. Where is my Planet Coaster? It's like down here. Not that. Ugh. Bro, what's happening? Can I undo? There you go. Alright. Why is it this fast? It's just speeding through. I can't. I guess I have to do like this. Okay, there it is. Alright, Planet Coaster. Oh my god, this is annoying. I think it says A tier. It's a good coaster. Bro. Why can't I transform? I might need to... I'm gonna close Photoshop and open it again. Hopefully it'll... I saved it multiple times, so hopefully it'll be fine. It's just acting up. Alright, 1 sec. It's really long. It'll take a bit of time because it's obviously a huge document, so... I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, but while still telling some stories and shit. But again, 250 games, so I just spent 1 minute for each game, then this is gonna take a long time. This will be a long stream. Alright, we're back. And let's see. Okay, we're almost back. It's still loading up. Alright, there we go. Jak and Daxter S tier. This is... It didn't save that, but almost. If you haven't played Jak and Daxter, you're missing out, I'm telling you. And now Planet Coaster. It's A tier. It's the best new, like, theme park tycoon sort of game. But it's not more than A tier. It's decent. Arizona Sunshine. It's a good VR game. It's one of the first like super big VR games. I'll put an A for that. Also, I enjoyed it. The playthrough was pretty good, but like after you play through once, then it's not that fun to play through again, to be honest. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're currently ranking every single game I've ever played, and it's going swimmingly. We have these games ranked so far. God tier, we have GTA, Ratchet & Clank 2, Ark. S tier, we have Echo VR, Subnautica, How the Dead, Saints Row the Third, Apex, and Jak and Daxter 1. These are the games in A tier. These are the games in the B tier. These are the games in C tier, D tier, E tier, F tier, and don't remember. And we'll just keep going. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It's an A tier. It's a good game, but it could be better. That's the thing about it. It's a very good game. They could have made more story missions easily. They could have made the missions longer easily. But it has so much potential. But it's still a very good Lego game and one of the most revolutionary Lego games ever, for sure. So, but it had potential to be S or even God tier. I enjoyed it a lot as well. It's one of my most played games last year and honestly this year as well. So it's a very fun game, but I just feel like with how they made it, with all the planets you could go to and it's open world shit like that, they could have made even more story missions or just made them longer, because there are some of the story missions which is like 5 minutes even if you don't try to hurry up, you know. So they could have made the story missions longer. But still, amazing game, amazing graphics and everything like that. Awesome notes. 1 sec, I need to Google to remind myself what this was, because I do remember the name. But I need to... Oh yes, this game. This is a pretty fun game actually. This is B tier for me. This is a fun game. It's I actually had a lot of fun playing this game a long time ago. I might need to cut off a bit here. There you go. Yeah, I think that's fair to put it in B tier. It's a good game. I enjoyed it, and it's a B tier. All right. EVE Online. I don't really want to rank it because I have not played it enough, and from when I played it, I didn't understand anything. I think it's probably a very good game, but when I played it, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, and for that, I don't really think I can justify ranking it anywhere. So it'll be a don't remember. All right, Farming Simulator 2015. This, I mean, this might just be A tier or even S tier for me. I remember when I played this game in like 2015, which means I was like 14 years old, maybe. I remember waking up, like I had to go to school at like 8 or like 7:45 a.m. I remember me and my friend woke up at 6 a.m. for like at least 2 weeks every day, just to wake up, play like an hour of Farming Simulator online together, and then go to school. So I remember that. So that has to be A tier for me. It's just because the game's not that good, honestly. Just because of the memories, it has to be A tier for that. All right. Battlefield Hardline. That's D tier. I didn't enjoy it. It's a flop, honestly. It's one of the worst Battlefield games I've played. I barely remember it. That's how bad it was. Rust. It says console edition. Don't mind that. Rust is a very good game. One of the better games I've ever played, for sure. I think I just have to put an S tier. I think Rust is an S tier survival game. It has the perfect amount of survival and PvP in one game. It's like, it's more PvP than a survival game, to be honest. But that's almost just even better, you know? It has to be S tier for me. It's almost God tier, really. It's such a fun game. If you play this with friends, only a lot of bad people in the game. There's a lot of annoying people in the game, yes. But if you play this with friends, it's just God tier gameplay. It's so much fun. And if you like good at the game, playing solo in Rust can be so fun as well. The only issue is you have to grind a lot in Rust, but I do feel like it's S or even God tier, but I'll put an S tier for now, because I feel like this is just the best of the best in my opinion. And Rust is almost there, but not quite. Alright, Hearthstone. I've never really been good at Hearthstone, never really understood the game that much. But that being said, I think it's A tier. I think it's the best card game out there. So that's an A tier in my book. I like PC Rust more. Yeah, the image is just console Rust. I've never played Rust on the console. I only played on PC, but it was just the best image I could find from Rust. That's why it says console. But I've only played on PC as well, and I do feel like it's very good on PC. I actually miss playing Rust, to be honest. I had a period like a couple of years ago when all my friends from school just played Rust every single day after school, just locked on the same server and grinded for like 8 hours a day. That's amazing. I miss that. Alright, Super Smash Bros. Unlimited. Ultimate, rather. This is a good game. I enjoy it. I think it's just A tier, really. I haven't played it that much, but what I've played from it, I actually really enjoy it. It's probably my favorite game on the Switch, to be honest. It's at least the game on the Switch I've played the most, for sure. This Money, he's my best friend and quite cute. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's here still. Maybe he is. Battlefield 4. A tier. Yeah, that's A tier. It's not the best Battlefield game out there, but it's very good. But there are better Battlefield games for sure. Just Cause 3. I'll put in B tier. I think it's a good game, but it's not more than that. It's not more than a good game, you know? It's not like an amazing game. It's a good game, and I think B tier is fair. The Sims 4. It's a fun game. I think it's a C tier, to be honest with you. Also, I mean, once again, when it says the console and whatever, it doesn't matter. It's on PC in almost all the games, but it's just because I couldn't find a better picture to use. We put in C tier. It's a decent game, but it's not the best Sims game. So, at least not for me, because I haven't played it that much. I played Sims 3 more. Human Fall Flat. Another fun game to play with friends, for sure. I think it's C tier. It's a good game, but it's not a great game. It's fun and all, but it's not more than that, really. Let's be honest. So we put a C tier. We're speeding through these. All right. Little Big Planet 2. This was actually on console. This is one of the games that actually was on console, and I couldn't find a better picture than this, which says a lot, doesn't it? This is instant S tier for me. Instant S tier. This is an amazing game, and I remember playing it, and I had a lot of fun. It was a bit of a dumb game, which was just amazing. That's instant S tier right there. It's one of those nostalgic games. I feel like I'm gonna rate like the older games the highest most of the time, because it's just nostalgic in it, you know? I just played them when I was a child, and just makes the games a lot better. You have so many good memories playing the games. If you play them now, they're probably going to be bad. But yeah. Dead Island has to be a God tier. Only the game's not that good, but this is the first game many years ago, not for PS3, for PC. Me and my brother got some laptops, not that good, decent laptops. Not gaming for sure, but this is the first game we bought and played together with like 15 FPS probably, and it was pretty amazing experience to play it together. Back then you had the slow internet. We downloaded it with like 1 megabyte a second, and we had to download it throughout the night and even like throughout the next day before we could play it. And it was a good time. That's a God tier game, a God tier experience at least. Mario Kart DS. Oh, 2 God tiers in a row. That's this game. I was on a family vacation, summer vacation in Luxembourg, and my brother and I both got Nintendo DS's and Mario Kart. Oh, I bought Mario Kart and the Nintendo DS's. Even though you didn't have Wi-Fi back in the day or anything like that in the car, you could still play locally with 2 DS's together. So we could both play Mario Kart all the way home from Luxembourg, from vacation, on the each our DS, which was amazing. We played Mario Kart for like 11 hours straight in the car. That was sick. Another God tier game. Rocket League. I might have to put Rocket League as a God tier as well, honestly. It's gonna be S tier, but I'm damn close. Rocket League is one of my favorite games of all time. Actually no, it's God tier. It has to be. That's 3 God tier in a row. This is insane. But I played so much goddamn Rocket League, and yeah, it's just a very good game. It was better before Epic Games bought him, to be honest, but I still love Rocket League, and I'll come back to that later why I loved it so much, because another game I played, but we'll come back to that later. A God tier game. Rocket League is very much a game like that. It's a 50-50. Either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between, really. It's a PC building simulator. I mean, I feel like I just put it in C tier. It's not really a game, really. It's just more of a simulator thingy, but it's still kind of a game. It's whatever. I mean, yeah, it's good if you want to learn to build PC. It can help you for sure, but yeah. F1 2016. I'm gonna put it in E tier. I don't remember this being that good, to be honest. I think this was one of the worst from the Formula 1 games. Might be wrong. I might be mixing them up together, but again, they're pretty much all the same. Alright, the new Mario Kart 8. It's decent. It's no Mario Kart DS, obviously. Nothing is. I'll put an A tier. I think that's fair. Because it's still a good game. I mean, it's still Mario Kart. At the end of the day, it's still Mario Kart, you know? So it's still a good game, but it's for sure no DS. This is the goated game. But it's still a good Mario Kart. That's for sure. So that's A tier. That's a good game. FIFA. All right. So one thing, real quick, for the sports games, this is FIFA. It's 2K and it's Madden. I should have done F1 as well. Actually, I took all the F1 games for some reason, which was probably kind of dumb. But for the sports game, I'm only gonna take one of them. So one FIFA. One sec. One FIFA, one Madden, and one 2K game I've brought in. I just put them all in one box because it's pretty much the same game every year, you know? And FIFA's A tier game. It's almost S tier, but then again, it's not that good. It's a good game. It's what it is. It's the best in the genre, but I don't think it's more than A tier. I might need to all right, we'll remove, honestly. I'll have my F1 in the B tier, whatever, where I put it in C tier. I'm not gonna put every F1 game in. I'll do the same thing as I did with FIFA because I don't think it makes sense. All right, Desert Bus. This is a VR game, a very odd one. It's a free-to-play bad VR game, and it's like dumb, weird story, and yeah, it's F tier. It's very bad. I can't say much more than that. It's a very bad game. It's not fun. It makes no sense, and it's just stupid. So that's another F tier. PlanetSide 2. This is a good game, honestly. I remember playing this. It's a very good free-to-play game, especially for its time, I feel like. A tier, yeah. I don't think it's S tier material. Yeah, you probably don't. It's pretty old, honestly. And wasn't like that big. Let's see one sec. When it released in 2012, so it's all over 20 years ago. It's like it's like Battlefield-ish game, but basically you're like in space. It's like sci-fi Battlefield-ish, free to play. So basically just like Battlefield, but free to play and sci-fi. Let's see. I can show pictures of it. Yeah, it looks like this. You have the map and you have like big points and you like go in, there's like vehicles and yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty fun game for the time being. It was actually a really good game and it was free to play, which back in 2012 that was pretty rare. And a lot of games nowadays are free to play because they sell cosmetics in game. But back in 2012, free to play games, very rare, and this one had it, and it was honestly pretty good for the time. Beautiful. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Let's see. I think that's A tier as well. It's a good game, but it's not the best Need for Speed game, so I don't want to put it higher than A tier. Rainbow Six Siege. All right, a lot of people will be mad at me, but for me, it's B tier. It's a decent game. I'm not gonna lie, but it never really caught my attention too much. So I kind of quickly got bored of it. So that's B tier for me. Still a very good game. It was pretty revolutionary for its time, but yeah. Need for Speed Heat. I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, the new Need for Speed games, they're just not it. They are really just not it. So I'll put this in F tier. Yeah, I don't know. The new Need for Speed games, they're just bad. It's just the same old. I don't know why they haven't stopped the series yet. Should be A tier. Honestly, I agree with you. I think I agree. Rainbow Six should be A tier. It's definitely one of those games. A lot of people love it, and it's still super big. So as I agree, that's A tier. You're right. But I mean, come on. please, EA, stop making Need for Speed games. It doesn't make sense anymore. People play them for like a couple of weeks and then they quit because it's just the same game every time. Alright, Oxygen not included. I haven't played it a lot, but what I played is pretty fun, so I'll put it in the B tier. It's the same who made the Don't Starve games, and they are very good. And from what I played, it's a fun game, so I think B tier is fair. We might need to make B tier bigger later. we'll see. We can just cut off C tier then. Alright. Star Wars Empire at War. This is a definite S tier for me. Amazing game. One of the old classics. If you mod it with the Galactic Republic at War mods, this is an amazing game. There's no way else to say it. It's an amazing game. That's definitely S tier for me. Minecraft. I mean, I'm gonna make some people mad now. Because, I mean, yeah. You know, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm kidding. Minecraft is God tier, without a doubt. There's not even a single doubt in my mind that Minecraft is God tier. This is one of the best games ever made. Like, there's almost no game more versatile than Minecraft. This is every game in one, and I've played it for so many hours, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. So that's definitely God tier, without a single doubt. I played it. I got this game in 2011, 24th of October, on my birthday. I just turned 10 years old, that would be. So I've had this game for 11 years, and it's still a goddamn good game. 11 years later, it's still a goddamn good game. Most selling game of all time. If you don't put this in God tier, you are actually insane. It's the only place this game can be. It's such an iconic game, and I hate that it's Swedish so goddamn much, but that's just how it is. But that's definitely a God tier. You cannot put it any other way. Like, this game is so iconic, and I've played it for probably one of my most played games ever. Probably the second most played game ever for me, so yeah, has to be God tier. Alright, let's keep going. Star Wars Republic Commando. That's not an A tier for me. This is an amazing old school game, and it's one of the very good old games, and I still enjoy to play it a bit to this day. It's one of the, if you like Star Wars, it's one of those games you have to try. Just even though it's old and the graphics are bad, it's still just a fun game, to be honest. And yeah, that's A tier. Overcooked. The most stressful game of all time. It's B tier. It's nothing special. It's actually, no, it's C tier. I can't even, if I put the Human Fall Flat in C tier, then this has to be C tier as well. That's no, yeah, has to be. It's a fun game, but it's no more than that. H1Z1 Battle Royale, A tier. From back when it was actually the only Battle Royale that everyone played and it was good. Now it sucks, no one plays it. But when it was the first one that everyone played, it was definitely an A tier game. Maybe even S tier, but yeah. Alright, Jak and Daxter 3. Here comes another God tier game for me. This is, in my opinion, the best Jak and Daxter in the series. And I'm gonna put it God tier, because we have 3 in A, and 2 in A, sorry, and 1 in B, in S, and then we're gonna put 3 in God tier, because I think this is an amazing game. Boom. Lovely. City Skylines. For me, it's A tier. It's a good game. I've played it a lot, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Don't play it anymore though, but I still kind of want to go back to it. But it's just a lot of work to build an entire city again. But the one time I actually like sat down and played it for a while, sorry, it was amazing and I enjoyed it. So that's A tier. Beautiful. Ratchet & Clank 3. Oh, would you look at that? It's not a God tier game. This game, I remember playing this game so much when I was a child on the PS2. Like, it was so cool. I remember you upgrading my weapons and shit like that, and it was so sick. I felt so cool playing this game. It's definitely God tier for me as well. And might as well, while we're at it, Ratchet & Clank 1, the original Ratchet & Clank. I mean, if there was a level above this, it would probably be there. This is so much God tier. Like maybe the most gacha game you'll ever find on this list. There you go. The Ratchet and Clank trilogy, all in the God tier, as it deserves to be, for sure. Fall Guys. Alright, on to a newer game. Fall Guys is a fun game. I enjoy it. It's nothing too special. I do think it's probably C tier. It's fun, and I do enjoy playing it every now and again, and I think it's a decent game if you want to spend a couple of hours bored, but it's not more than a C tier game, sorry. Mad Max. This game is without a single doubt in my mind F tier. It was so underwhelming for me. The graphics was cool and shit like that, but this game was so goddamn underwhelming. That's an F tier. Alright. I don't know if people actually have this other places in Denmark. I'm not sure. This is like children's game where you like learn about animal and plants, it says, and like learn, sing, play, learn. It's like children. Maybe it might be in just Denmark or it might be Scandinavia, but it's like a children's game. Like legit, like you're like 3 years old and you play this on the computer and you learn like you learn simple shit as a child. Honestly, God tier. I'll put in S tier. I played these games so much when I was like a small ass child, and I remember it a lot. I still remember things from the game to this date, like quotes and shit from the game. Almost 20 years later, I still remember quotes, and this is just like a bunch of the games. It's definitely S tier for me. Alright, lovely. Battlefield 1. I'm not too excited about Battlefield 1. It's one of those games. It's a decent Battlefield, but again, I think it's C tier. I think there's so many more Battlefield games that are better than Battlefield 1. So I think C tier is fair for that. Also think when Battlefield 4 is an A tier, it's definitely not close to Battlefield 4, so. Alright, No Man's Sky. This is an interesting one for me. When this game came out, everyone hated it and it was kind of trash, to be honest. But now this is actually like in my top 10 of most played Steam games ever. And I think it's S tier. Honestly, I think it's a very good game now, and it's probably one of the best like space exploration games there is, and like base building and space survival in general. So I think it's S tier. I do love my survival games. Those are amazing. Alright. Payday 2. The best Payday, in my opinion. That's S tier as well. There's no way around it, really. Payday 2 is an S tier game. It's iconic and it's fun, and yeah, that's just an S tier game. No way around it. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'll put in C tier. It's actually... No. I'll put in B tier. I think the Battlefront 1 was C tier and Battlefront 2 is B tier. Welcome back, Manny. Unturned. I haven't played it enough. A lot of people love Unturned. I'll put an E tier. I never saw the appeal of Unturned, to be honest with you. Battlefront 2 is better than Battlefront 1, yes. Agreed. Prison Architect. It's a C tier game, let's be honest. It's a good game, it's a pretty fun game. But it's just no more than that. It's just no more than that. It's a C tier game. I'm kind of scared of saving the document because last time it got fucked up, and I'm also kind of scared of not saving it because if it crashes, then I lose all progress. This is a bit scary. Alright. Green Hell. Yeah, D tier. It's decent. It's nothing special. It's just another survival game, really. Big screen VR. This is not even a game. I mean, I guess it's A tier. It does what it does, right? It just allows you to watch things in VR on the big screen. So I guess that makes it A tier, because you can't really complain about the functionality. Ace of Spades. A lot of you, probably all of you, don't know this game because it's a very small game for a long time ago. But it's S tier. This is a fun game. I played a lot with my brother in many years ago, and it was amazing. We loved it. It's like Minecraft with guns. So who won't love that? Learn to Fly free. It's the worst of the Learn to Fly series. So, but yeah, actually I only have the entire series in one here. So we'll put a B tier for the entire series, because this is all the Learn to Fly games, and they're pretty good. Garry's Mod. I mean, it's a tough one, really. I'm not quite sure. Alright, actually, for me, Garry's Mod is God tier as well. Garry's Mod is my most played Steam game ever. Fun fact. Oh god, it's doing it again. I'm saving now, because then so I can close it out, and I can one sec. I'm gonna save it just to make sure, and then we can close Photoshop and open again, and then we have a new checkpoint here. But Garry's Mod is my most played Steam game of all time, so obviously it has to be. It just has to be a God tier for me. I played that game so goddamn much, too much. A lot of people would probably say. Just give it a minute while it's loading, or while it's saving the file. We need to make sure to do checkpoints at some point. But as you can see here, I have 2,800 hours in Garry's Mod. So, yep, that's a lot of hours. So it has to be God tier for me. I mean, it's a bit like Minecraft, right? There's so many games in one game. Alright, it's saved. I'm gonna close Photoshop. I'm gonna open it back up, and then we have the new save file to make sure it doesn't crash on the way, because it is a very big file and we don't want to start over in the middle of it. So how's this so far? Is this a fun idea for stream? Because I'm not sure how this would go live, to be honest. Because I have multiple of these ideas, like ranking every TV show I watch, or ranking every movie I watch, something like that. But like, it's difficult for me to tell if it's actually working on stream, because I'm not sure if it would. Okay, Photoshop is currently reopening, hopefully. Okay, a lot of the YouTube chat has disappeared for some reason for me, so I don't know if you're writing, or if I can't see it. Wait, one sec. Test. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see it, good. That's weird. Some of the chat just disappeared. Actually, all that Alva wrote disappeared. Manny, did you ban him? Manny, what the fuck are you doing, bro? No, I had to unmute him. I'm on to it. I'm on it. Hello. Just give me a second. How do you untime on people on YouTube, bro? Manny, what are you doing? Why did you do this? One sec, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not sure there's a way to actually undo a timeout, Mane. It doesn't seem like it. So this might be an issue. For 300 seconds, that's 5 minutes. Also, don't time out people for that. That's dumb. That's not timeout worthy. I'm trying to figure this out, but it doesn't seem like YouTube has the feature to actually remove a timeout. Right, you know what, I'll yeah, it doesn't seem like that's an actual feature on YouTube, which is dumb as fuck, but whatever. I'll have the Discord chat open as well as the YouTube chat, so you can still write shit there, and I'll still have the chat open until the timeout is over. That's what we're gonna do. So you can write in Discord chat as well, and I'll read that from there. All right, let's keep going. Photoshop is back up. All right, so as I said, Garry's Mod got here. Played it for almost 3k hours. Insane. So that's definitely got here. Keep going. Let's see. Business tour. This is if you don't know this game, it's basically Monopoly, but online, and I used to play it in high school with my friends in classes. We just sat in the class, we just sat and played Business Tour. So it's a CC game. It's not that good, but it was fun playing in class. Don't also stay in school, kids. Good. All right. CSGO. I mean, CSGO has to be S tier. Maybe even God tier. It might even be a God tier game. It probably is a God tier game. Yeah, CSGO, God tier game. It has to be, right? I think CSGO has to be a God tier game. Yeah. Alright. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Would you look at that? Another back-to-back God tier. This is one of the best Call of Duty games ever made. So, I mean, if that's not God tier, then what the fuck is? Iconic Call of Duty game. And yeah, that's just straight into God tier with CSGO and Garry's Mod and Wrestling Clank. Beautiful. All right, keep going. Oh god, this is small as fuck. Star Wars. Republic Heroes. Heroes of the Republic. I mean, it's a C tier game, really. It's a decent game, but there's a lot better Star Wars games than that, so it's a C tier game. Trove. Well, let's go down to the F tier once again. This game is not very good. I remember playing this for like 5 hours tops, and yeah, it's just weird. I didn't really enjoy it at all. I'm pretty sure it's like a dungeon of sorts, so yeah. We can talk now? Wait, that was fast. Let's go. I guess it's only 6 minutes. Alright. Theme Park Studio. This is like one of the... Actually, fun story. This is like one of the games I was most hyped about for a long time when I saw this was coming out. Don't demo. I won't. You can make some mistakes, but just don't time out people on this, like coming in and spamming like slurs and shit. It's fine. Don't worry about them. This game, honestly, it's such a bad game. I had so high expectations because I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and but it just didn't live up to any expectations at all. So it's E tier. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Manny. You can fuck up sometimes. So don't worry about it. Also to your own friend, it's not too bad. But in general, don't time out or ban any people unless they come in and do really dumb shit. Especially now the stream is so small as it is. It's a small community, so there's no need to take away people's right to talk when there's not a lot of people talking. Among Us. This is actually, honestly, this is a difficult one for me. Because when, and like, during during COVID and lockdown, playing Among Us in class, doing virtual class with my friends was some of the most fun, dumb shit I've ever played in my life. But the game is not that good, right? Nope. So it's a bit tough to like where to put it. But it might just be S tier. I think it's S tier, honestly. It was so fun playing with friends. Like if you didn't play it with friends, like have like a 10 stack lobby with friends, then it like you didn't live in 2020. Like the max stack with friends, everyone was playing it and the hype, and it was like people were bad at it, and it was good times. Yeah, that's S tier. I don't want to put a God tier because it was a very like a short amount of time that was good. Not like these games, which are like staples in the community. Bloons Tower Defense 5. I mean, that's just an S tier game, isn't it? It's just a beautiful game. Has to be S tier. Alright, this is Overwatch 1 now. Now we put Overwatch 2 like in A tier, right? Or do we put it further down? I don't remember actually. Where do we put it? I forgot. Oh, B tier, yeah. I think Overwatch 1 is S tier. This was a pretty revolutionary game from its time, and yeah, it's just better than Overwatch 2 was. So that's an S tier game. The Lab. I mean, it's an E tier. It's nothing special. It's just like introduction to VR, so it's nothing special. So we'll just put it in E tier, and we'll be happy about it. Counter-Strike Source. Honestly, this is God tier with CSGO. These are both like iconic, amazing games. So that's just straight into God tier. CSS is an amazing game, and yeah. The original Sniper Elite. I don't remember this game being super good, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier. I remember playing it and I remember liking it, but it wasn't like amazing. Sly Cooper. The original Sly Cooper. This is S tier, easily. S tier for me. If you didn't play this game, I'm sorry for you, because goddamn, this was something else. Beautiful. Alright, Black Ops 3. I think it's an A tier game. It's like one of the best of the newer Call of Duties. I say newer, it's pretty old now, but it's still not as good as I wanted it to be. So I'll put it there. I think that's fair, honestly. Okay. Adventure Capitalist. Beautiful. It's E tier. It's not a good game really. It's what it is. It's fine. But it's E tier, whatever. Habbo Hotel. If you played Habbo, let me know. This game was a goddamn gym. I have a funny story from Habbo. I scammed some other child while playing Habbo. This is God tier, by the way. There's no way around it. God tier gameplay. So if you don't know Habbo Hotel, it was like this online chat game many years ago. And basically there were like rooms, you go into people's room and you could like buy items for real money and shit like that. Yes, and then one time we were like, me and my brother played Habbo and we were like broke, had no shit, no hose or anything. So we made like a room to like try and sell people jobs in the game. Manny got scammed. Yes, might be by me, honestly. So we made like a room where people could come and get a job, which is so dumb because like it's like the classic Habbo Hotel scam. And we were sitting there on our Pixel furniture, which is like the free ones you can actually get for free in the game without paying any real money. And some dude come in, and we were like, "Hey, you want a job? You can earn this many coins a week." And they're like, "Sure, bro, that's a lot of coins. That's worth it. Okay, how do I get a job?" Well, you just need to give us like an item to show that you want it and shit. This person gives us his item, like a curtain, a green and a purple curtain, and then we just ban him from the room and take his item. It's so mean, and you shouldn't scam people, but I was a scammer myself, alright? But thankfully, I've also been scammed myself. Not in Habbo, but in CSGO. So, it equals out, and I lost a lot more money than the other guy got. So, I think it's fair. Let me see if I can find the curtain. I might not be able to be honest, because I don't know what to search for. Yeah, I don't think I can find it right now. But yeah, we kind of scammed them. But Chad, let me tell you about the time. Have you played Growtopia? I actually have. I forgot to put that on the list. We'll put that on later. But actually, okay, you wanna hear a story about how I got scammed once in CSGO? All right. So I was playing CSGO with my friends. Actually, this was like a week after my birthday. I don't remember what year. Like probably 2015, maybe 16. I don't remember when the CSGO came out. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It was like a week after my birthday. In my birthday, I wanted a knife because we were all playing CSGO at the time. So I told my parents, "Hey, I want this knife," and they're like, "What the fuck? You want to pay this much money for a skin in a game? Makes no sense. Are you dumb, fucking idiot kid?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." So obviously, I was like, "But it's my birthday money, so I want it." And fear not, I got my knife. And you're wondering probably, what knife did you get? Like, well, I got this beautiful thing. The God Knife Safari Mesh. Like, it's a wonderful knife, you know? Love to see it. It was worth like 50 euros at the time. Oh, great. So then, a week after my birthday, I told my friends, "Hey, we should do a LAN party at my place," right? I got allowed, but my parents were like, "Sure, we could sit in the living room with all our computers. We can play CSGO the entire night, like the dream." So, we played it all. We were like 4 people, I think, maybe 5 at my house playing CSGO all the entire night. Amazing. And then at breakfast at around like 8 or 9 a.m., we were sitting down by the sofa, which is here, right? The sofa is here, and the table where our computers were like up here in the other side of the room. My computer is on like our side of the table, so I can see my screen while we're eating breakfast. Okay? And I just see, while we're eating breakfast, I see my screen, I see my mouse moving in a trade offer to some random account. I see, but my mouse is moving. I run to my computer, but I didn't stop it in time, and he sent my knife away. I had my knife in 1 week, and it was gone. I'm still not quite sure how he did it, honestly, because he controlled my computer, but I didn't have TeamViewer or anything like that. So I clicked some link for sure, but so that's how I lost my knife. I saw it happen in front of me. Like legit, it was happening right in front of me. I could see my mouse on the screen move to accept the trade offer, and that's how I lost my knife in CSGO. So I think it's even that I got scammed, to be honest. Because I scammed him in Habbo. That's just karma, I guess. Alright, let's keep going. Phasmophobia is the next game on the list. And I haven't had a knife in CSGO since. That's a lie. I have a knife now. Actually, I played I played a fucking a coin flip like a gamble side, and I won like a knife with like nothing. I spent like nothing. I won like a 100 or 200 euro knife. Phasmophobia is A tier for me. It's a very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Definite A tier. There you go. Beautiful. Alright. Let's see. Alright, Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. This is an amazing game. If you use the right mods, this is A tier. You can use the movie battles mod, and this is an amazing game then. Definitely worth it. City car driving. This game is very bad. It's not a good game at all. However, I'll put it in C tier because it's not a good game. I played this a lot when I was taking my driver's license actually, and honestly, it did help a bit. Not a lot, but it did help a bit. Just a tiny bit. So, we'll put it there. In C tier. We have Spyro. This is God tier. Amazing game. Again, the old games just get God tier because I'm nostalgic about them and I remember them being amazing. So that's, yeah, that's free. Boneworks, I'll put an A tier. It's one of the best VR games ever made, to be honest, but I haven't played it that much, so A tier. Call of Duty World War II, C tier. Nothing special. I enjoyed it for like 50 hours and I stopped playing it, so yeah, nothing special. C tier. Battlefield 3, I mean, if I don't put Battlefield 3 in God tier, then I'm a madman. Because this is one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. Once again, it's an older game, but it's just a good goddamn game. So Battlefield 3 is definitely the best Battlefield ever made. So that's a God tier game. Boom. Alright, Sly Cooper, the second one. It's not the best Sly Cooper game out there, so I'll put it in S tier together with the first one. It's still good, but it's not my favorite Sly Cooper of the trilogy. So we'll put it there, S tier. Lovely. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. S tier. It's very good, one of the best Call of Duties ever made, but it's not my favorite. So, have you played Detroit Become Human? Unfortunately, no. I've seen videos with it, and it seems amazing. But Modern Warfare 2 is S tier. It's one of my favorite Call of Duties, but that's two which are better. Oh, there you go. This is the best Call of Duty game ever made. You can't change my mind. There's nothing else that's better than this, so that's just how it is. If you don't agree, then you're just wrong. You're plain wrong. MV3 is an amazing game. One of my favorite games ever. That's just a fact. Don't remember any games having so much fun playing other than MV3. Let's see. Counter-Strike Condition Zero. It's C tier. It's a decent game, but 1.6 was better anyways. Satisfactory, B tier game. It's alright. Star Wars The Old Republic. That's an A tier game. It's like World of Warcraft, but Star Wars. So, I mean, that's pretty sick. Red Faction. D tier game. It's a decent game. It's not good. Star Wars Battlefront 2, the actual original one. That's God tier for sure. The original Battlefront 2. I remember playing this on the PlayStation 2. And it was so cool. That's definitely God tier for me. Arma 2. I think it's A tier. I think it's a good game. I didn't play it that much. I played more Arma 3, so I'll put an A tier. Portal 2, S tier, for sure. Good game. It's one of the best games Valve have ever made, for sure. So, easy S tier. I'm speeding through these now. R-Factor 2 at the C tier. That's a lot better racing games than R-Factor 2. So we're putting it here. Iron Grip Warlord. This is a weird shooting game. Not really a good one, really. We'll put it in E tier. Why not? That's fine. Boom. Horseshoes, hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. VR shooting game. I mean, this is one of the first actual VR games which like got some pretty cool physics for guns. So for that, putting in B tier. Pretty iconic VR games to many actually, because it's pretty special. One of the first actual good ones. Flight Simulator X, A tier. One of the best flight simulators out there for the time. It was the best for the time, but still to this day it's pretty good. Tilt Brush by Google, C tier. It's fine. I mean, it's what it is. You know, you can be creative, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Boyd, I don't remember playing this at all. It's just here. I don't remember it at all. So yeah, we'll put it there. I don't even know what it is really. 11 Table Tennis. This is one of the best VR games you can get. It's S tier. It's one of the few VR games that actually feels super realistic, because there's not a lot of physicality in table tennis in real life. Like a small vibration in the controller can actually feel realistic to actual table tennis. That just makes this game a definite S tier to me, because it actually feels like you're playing table tennis, which is pretty huge in VR. Left 4 Dead 2. It's God tier. It has to be God tier. I haven't played it that much, to be honest, but the times I played it, it's just an iconic game, so that's God tier for sure. Space Pirate Trainer VR game, E tier. It's whatever. It's simple, pretty fun, but nothing to write home about. VR game. Sly Cooper the Third. All right, this is what we were saving for the God tier. This is my opinion the best Sly Cooper game. It was so much fun, and I miss playing it. I miss being a child playing games like that. Lovely. All right, War Thunder. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad now, but for me it's F tier. It's not very fun. I don't enjoy it, and it just, I don't know. It's not fun. It's not fun. I'm sorry. A lot of people hate that for me, but yeah, I don't enjoy it. Project Cars 2, D tier. It's just a voice Project Cars 1, which was a decent game. War Thunder sucks. Thank you. I agree. Stick Fight the game. It has to be S tier, really. Oh. Funny story about Stick Fight the game. I've back in like, I don't know, 6 years ago maybe, I was at a LAN party, the biggest LAN party in Denmark, with over 5,000 people attending. So a huge ass LAN party, over 5,000 people at this LAN party, and for like almost half of the entire LAN, like over 24 hours, the internet was gone. No one had internet. No one at a LAN party. So the only thing we could do was sit at my computer and we just played Stick Fight the game for like 10 hours or something like that. We just played so many hours of Stick Fight the game, because it's the only thing we could actually play. So that's S tier. That's a goated game. Alright. Need for Speed Underground 2. This is God tier. This is the best Need for Speed game ever made. You cannot change my mind. If you say anything else, you're just plain wrong. Underground 2 is a classic, and it's great, and it's such a good game. Block and Load. I don't remember playing this, so it's just whatever. It'll come down here. Polarity. Okay, fun story about this game. I'm gonna put it in F tier because it sucks bad. But fun fact about the game. I got this game for free. Back in like 2016, when I got my first Oculus Quest. Not a lot of people had VR. Have you ranked Valorant yet? No. But yeah, back in 2016, when I got my Quest, not Quest, that was a Rift back in the day, the original Rift, for Christmas. I got this game for free by the developers, because they made it and they wanted some playtesters. And since not a lot of people had a VR headset at the time, it was pretty easy to get playtesting games. And I playtested this, and it was very bad and very boring. And that's why it's F tier. But I got it for free as a playtester, and I wrote like feedback to them, to the developers, which was kind of fun. So I've actually playtested the game, and it was awful. So that's kind of fun. Aim Lab. Not really a game, but it's the best. It's the best free aim train out there. So I'll put an A tier. VR chat. Fuck off. F tier. I hate VR chat. It's a boring game. It's only for weebs and weirdos, and if you play it, you're probably weird too. Titan Quest. I don't remember playing this game at all. It was on my Steam. I had like 8 hours in it, but I don't remember it at all. So don't remember. See you later. Atlas. Another F tier game. This was so bad. It's just an Ark reskin, but way worse and super buggy. So it's just another cash grab. Didn't like it. Motorsport Manager. Probably an A tier. Honestly, the best Motorsport Manager game out there. So, and with mods, it's actually pretty good. Red Faction Armageddon. It's a bit worse than the original Red Faction, to be honest. So it's probably down here in E tier. Cry of Fear. Funny story. Cry of Fear is a free bad horror game that me and my brother played a long time ago because we were looking for games to play together. We found this on Steam and it was not that good, but for the nostalgic and it was a bit fun to play together for that time, I'll put it in B tier. Job Simulator. I mean, it has to be an A tier game. It's not that good of a game, but it's an iconic, it's like the VR game, right? Guys, go sleep and touch myself. That's fair. Good stream. Bye. Alright, bye. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in. I enjoyed it. Hope you have a nice sleep and a nice touching of yourself. But yeah, has to be A tier. It's like the VR game. It's not that good of a game, but it's like the VR game. So A tier. Alright, Project Cars. This is the B tier. This is one of the better actual simulation racing games in my opinion. So B tier. Boom. Ratatouille for the PSP. Has to be A tier, right? I mean, it's such a classic. I mean, I told you, it's all the games I've ever played. There's some weird games in between. God damn. Just Cause 2. It's probably S tier, honestly. This was better than Just Cause 3 in my opinion. And it's just a classic as well. Audio Shield. This is the first VR game I really showed my parents and my family, and they loved it, so A tier as well. It's just like the early Beat Saber, really. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Not anymore. Now it's outdated as fuck, but it was. Trackmania 2 Stadium. A tier game. I had a lot of fun playing this a long time ago, but it was fun. So it's an A tier game. We're speeding through these. Need for Speed, the new one. It's again, bro. Stop making Need for Speed games right now. No one wants them. No one cares. Stop making them. Not fun. Rec Room. It's like one of the better VR games. I would put it S tier, but it's gonna be C tier just because of all the screaming children everywhere. Like, you cannot really play it anymore because it's just filled with children screaming left, right, and center. So, yeah. Bloons Tower Defense 4. It's worse than Tower Defense 5 for sure. And why did I put that again? I don't remember, to be honest. I'll just put this in C tier. I think that's fair. I think I put this in S tier. Tower Defense 6 is the best one. I disagree. I think Tower Defense 5 is the best one, and then 6. Team Fortress 2. People are gonna be mad at me. E tier. I never enjoyed it. I don't think it's a good game. To be honest with you, I don't think it's a fun game. I really don't. The Darwin Project. The same as Team Fortress 2. Just another battle royale. Really. Alright, another God tier game. Most of you, probably everyone, doesn't know this game, but It's goated. Supersonic acrobatic rocket-powered battle cars. This game, one of my favorite games growing up on the PS3. This is Rocket League original. This is the original Rocket League, made by Psyonix as well. And me and my friends played this so goddamn much that one of my friends was actually one of the best in the world. So, pretty cool. Also, he was friends with the best player in the world on his PlayStation. So, really cool. Golf It. It's A tier. It's the best golf game in my opinion. There's a lot of levels and it's better than golf with your friends. The other Trackmania game, I don't think this is Faro Nations. It's not that good. I'll put it down here. In D tier. How many games do I have left? I mean, we're more than halfway there. I'll tell you that much. I'm not gonna count them, but we're more than halfway there for sure. Who's Your Daddy? I mean, C tier, sure. I don't know. It's not a good game, but I had some laughs playing it. Super Hot VR. Probably A tier. It's one of the better VR titles. For the time, at least. Sims 2. S tier. Goated game. On the PlayStation 2, where you play split screen. 2 people on one PlayStation. That's goated as fuck. No doubt about it. S tier. Boom. Football Manager, probably a good game. Haven't played enough to rate it, so I'll just put it C tier, whatever. Haven't really played it because I don't understand. I think it's too hard to get into. So, C tier. Modbox, that's just an F tier. It's just a bad game. It's just, I mean, it's a fun try to make some sort of VR game, but it's not anything special. Blade and Sorcery, that's probably almost, if any VR title would be God tier, it would be that one, but yeah, I'll put it in S tier, because this is just, with the mods for this game, you can fucking do anything, which just makes it very fun. Viscera Cleanup Detail, as a game it's very bad, but for me it's A tier. It's a bad game, but it's nostalgic to me, so A tier, there you go. Orcs Must Die 2. Honestly, God tier. This is, wow, that's a God tier game. I love that game so much when I played it back in the day. Darksiders 2. People hate me, but I'll put it at D tier. Don't really care for it. Battle Ride. Yeah, same story. I don't really care for it, to be honest. So D tier it is. Fear Free. It's a decent horror game. I remember playing it with my brother. It was fun on my old PC, like 2 or 3 PCs ago, and it's an alright horror game. Not anything special. Trucks and Trailers, just another Euro Truck Simulator copy, so that's F tier. Who cares? Dota 2, yeah, I'm a League of Legends guy, so F tier, see you later. The 4 King Slots and Casinos, it's a bad casino VR game. E tier. Transport Fever, I'll put it D tier. I think it's a fine management game, but it's not that good. Planet Crafter, E tier. Unfinished game, it's very early access as well, so I can't really blame them, but I'll just put E tier. Has potential though. Jackbox Party Pack 3, this is the best of the Jackbox games, so we'll put it in A tier. I think I can put it up here actually. Let's fit in some more things. There you go, that's beautiful. I think that's fair. Raft, probably C tier. It's an alright game, but it's nothing special. Guitar Hero, I mean, A tier game really. It's like such an iconic game. Might even be S tier, but we'll put it in A for now at least. Slime Rancher, I didn't put 2, I just put 1 because I figured it would make no sense to put both of them. They're pretty much the same game, right? A tier. Train Simulator, yeah, I'll put it next to Transport Fever. It's not good. Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's almost honestly in a God tier, almost. I'll put it in S tier. It's not as good as Battlefield 3, but it's goddamn close. I'll tell you that much. It's goddamn close. Bloons Tower Defense 6. I mean, I think I'll put it in S tier together with Tower Defense 5. I do think 5 is better, but I think both of the games are pretty goated. There you go. I'm running out of space in the top ranks, to be honest. Euro Truck Simulator 2, S tier, instant S tier. This is a classic, best simulator game out there, and I played it a lot, so instant S tier for sure. Fruit Ninja VR, D tier. It's what it is. It's not special at all. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. This is definitely a God tier. That's not even a question. I mean, if this wasn't a God tier, then what would be, right? Beautiful. Robocraft. I'll put a C tier. I enjoyed it while I played it. It was like a game where you crafted your own robots and then you fought other people's robots with them. Pretty cool. Terratech. Maybe actually no. This was the one. I think both of them actually were the same kind of concept. So I'll just put them next to each other. I'm pretty sure it was pretty much one-to-one the same kind of game. Sims 3. It's the next one. I'll put it B tier. I think it was a pretty good Sims game. Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars. A tier. This is like a decent Lego Star Wars game, but definitely not the best. Actually, no, B tier. If we put Complete Saga, Skywalker Saga in A, then this is B. It's not as good. Payday Original, B tier. It's good, but it's not as good as Payday 2, so. Don't remember I put Payday 2, but probably yes, right? Yeah, I did. Another F1 game. We don't do any more of those because it's the same shit. Red Dead Redemption 2. People are gonna hate me. I didn't like it. D tier. I don't know why. I just didn't like it. I love Rockstar and I think they do make amazing games. So I don't know. I didn't like Red Dead 2. Mordhau. Pretty unique game. To be honest, I put a B tier. It just died pretty quickly as well. Governor of Poker 3. That's an S. That's actually, no, that's a God tier. This game is goated. I played this a lot during class. Don't tell my teachers, but I did. I have another F1 game that we won't put in. There you go. Population 1. It's a good attempt at making a VR Battle Royale game, but it's not that special, but I think it's a fun VR game, so I'll put it there. San Andreas, I mean, that's God tier. It has to be together with GTA 5. This is just a goated game. Let's be honest. We're getting closer to being done. Wii Sports, this is not a God tier game, let's be honest. This is an amazing game. If you didn't play Wii Sports, I'm sad for you. And Wii Sports Resort, another goated game. Let's be honest. This game is pretty goddamn amazing. 2 God tier games, in my opinion. They were both iconic and we played them a lot. I think Wii Sports Resort was pretty much as good as Wii Sports, to be honest. Golf with your friends. It's B tier. It's worse than Golf It, but it's still a pretty fun game to play with your friends in class. We're getting very close to the end. Not very close, but we're getting close to the end. Gran Turismo 5. That's probably my favorite racing game of all time, so I'll put it in God tier. Played this with my dad a lot and my brother when we were younger. This is actually the first game we got to the PS3 back in the day. So, Scribblenauts, very underwhelming game. I was super hyped for this game, but it was very underwhelming. So, that's probably gonna be C tier, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's getting a bit small. There you go. Siege again. Test Drive Unlimited 2. This is without a single doubt and a God tier game. I have been waiting for the third one for years, like everyone else. I don't want to replay number 2 because I think I'm gonna like it less, but I played it through the first time. I did it in like 2 days and I loved it. Roller Coaster Tycoon World. It's C tier. It's one of the worst, if not the worst, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Island 9, that's an E tier Battle Royale. I was very hyped for this, but it sucked. Dungeon Defenders, S tier for sure. Almost God tier for me. It's one of my most played games as well. So that's a great game. Squad, it has good potential. I think it's C tier probably. Potential is good, but it needs much to really be a good game. Put it in C tier. Scrap Mechanic, I feel the same thing. It had potential, but it didn't really live up to expectations that much. Ark Survive the Fittest, 8. I actually want to play it. I want to put it in S tier. This game was amazing. Unfortunately, people didn't recognize it as good as it actually was. But it was an amazing Battle Royale style game, so yeah. Muck. I mean, it was fun for a very, very short amount of time. It's a D tier game for me. Adventure Quest. Well, we got another God tier game. This is an amazing game for sure. One of the best games. Boom. God tier. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I mean, if this is not my favorite game of all time, it's close. This is a nostalgic game for me, and I loved it. Another God tier. Let's see, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's a good VR game. I'm gonna finish it at some point, but it's very scary, and I'm bad at horror games, and it's a horror game in VR, so I'm very scared. I'm putting it A tier because it's a good game, but it's super scary. Another F1 game. Remove it. Another God tier. Resistance Fall of Man for the PS3. Played it at like my best friend's house first time, and wow, that's one heck of a game. Goose Duck. I'll put the C tier. I mean, it's just Among Us for free, right? But like with more shit, so it's probably fine. But I haven't played enough to do anything. Legends of Runeterra, the Legends card game. It's E tier. It's not good. It was fine. It's a fine game. I actually had fun playing it, but it's just dead. Farming Simulator 2013. And let's not do the Farming Simulator games. We already did one of them. Natural Selection 2. That's probably a God tier game as well. These, again, a lot of these God tier games are just the nostalgic games for me. Actually, most of them are, if you look at them. But that just makes them a lot better. Talking of nostalgic. Adventure Quest Worlds. Another God tier game in my book. I mean, I guess that's how it works, really. You enjoy the games you remember the most, and yeah, I remember those games a lot. Icarus has potential. I'm gonna put it in C because I still think this game has a lot of potential. If the developers doesn't quit it, I think the potential is great, to be honest. But in the current state, not really. Old school RuneScape, original RuneScape. That's God tier. That's again, nostalgia is through the roof for that one. And it has to be God tier. Speedrunners Deluxe. Oh, they're speedrunners. That's A tier. It's a fun game for sure. There you go. Stellaris. I don't want to rate it. I do remember, but I didn't understand the game really because I'm not smart enough. So I don't want to rate it because I think it's a good game actually if you play it. But this game is pretty unique, which is why I'm going to rate it at a whopping B ranking, because it's a pretty unique where one plays on the PC and one plays on the VR, and it makes it pretty cool. So I'll put it here. It's not that good of a game really, but it's just unique. Pavlov VR. I think it's a B tier VR game. It's a pretty good. I mean, it's legit just Counter-Strike 1-to-1 in VR, you know. So yeah, I'll put it B tier. Battlefront 1. I put Battlefront 2 in like B tier, right? Somewhere. Did I put it in A tier actually? I might have. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I put it in B tier, so I'll put this in C tier then, because this was worse than Battlefront 2. There you go. Clicker Heroes, I mean, it's E tier. It's just cookie clickers, but with other things going on, you know? Not too special. Tropico, I don't remember, so I'm not gonna rate that shit. Diablo 3, I have some good memories playing Diablo 3, so I'll put it in B tier. Beat Saber, it's honestly an S tier game, let's be honest. It's one of the most iconic VR games, the best selling VR game of all time, and it has to be S tier. It really does. Okay. Magicka, I don't remember playing Magicka, so I'll just throw it down here. Jackbox 7, it's D tier. It's Jackbox 3 is better for drinking. League of Legends, I mean, it has to be S tier. Actually, it has to be God tier for me. This is my most played game of all time. I still suck ass at it, which is kind of impressive to be honest. I'm still only maxed at gold 1, even though I played the game since season 3. So it has to be God tier. Teamfight Tactics, yeah, I don't know. I don't enjoy it, so I'll put it in B tier. I think it's a good idea, it's a good concept, but I just don't have fun playing it because I don't know, it's not a game for me. Valorant. I mean, for me, Valorant has to be God tier. It's just a better CSGO in my opinion. So, and CSGO is God tier as well, so it has to be here. Comedy Night, probably a game no one knows because it's such a small game. It's such a simple game as well, but I had a fun 2 hours playing it, so I'll put it in B tier. Assetto Corsa, it's a B tier game, really. A lot of people love it. I don't really love it too much. It's a decent one. 2K, it's a C tier game. A lot of people hate me for that, but yeah. Space Engineers, I think this could be like very high, but I never really learned it too much, and I think if I did, I would have probably loved it way more, but it's D tier. Drug Dealer Simulator, it's also a D tier game. It was fun for a bit, but not that good of a game. Vacation Simulator, it's a B tier game. It's not as good as Job Simulator, but it's still a pretty fun game. Alright. Now we're actually almost done. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 more games and we're done. 15 more games. Almost there. The Climb 2 and the Climb 1, I put in 1. It's C tier. It's nothing special. It's decent. Call of Duty Black Ops 1, that's instant S tier for me. It's not as good as Black Ops 2 for me, but it's definitely one of the best Call of Duties ever made, so I'll put it S tier. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's one of the worst Lego Star Wars games, so I'll put it D tier. It's a weird game. Goat Simulator. That's a B tier game right there. If I've ever seen a B tier game, this will be it. Another F1 game. Remove it. PUBG. Honestly, I'll put it in A tier. I had a lot of fun playing PUBG when it was big back in the day, so I do think it deserves to be here. The Culling. It's probably a B tier game. It was a decent battle royale, but it died pretty quickly. But it was a bit different, which I liked about it. Valorant, I already ranked Valorant. It's right here in the God tier, next to League of Legends. Riot Games nailed it with 2 games, in my opinion. Oh, you can't see. There you go, right there. In the S tier, oh, in the God tier, sorry. I think it's the best shooter of all time. I think it's better than CSGO. So, but both are here because I still think CSGO's God tier. Right, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's E tier. Let's be honest. This was one of the worst Call of Duties ever made. Let's just be honest about that. Nintendo Switch Sports. It's B tier. It's decent, but it's not as the old ones were. House Flipper, D tier. It's whatever. Yeah, nothing special. I Expect You to Die. I think I just did one of them. I think this is a B tier game. This is a pretty fun experience in VR. It's a pretty cool concept. I like it. I did number 2 as well. Number 2 is not as good as number 1. Definitely not. So I'll put this in C tier. I think that's fair. Yep. Madden. I mean, I think it's fine where it is right now in C tier. I don't think Madden is anything special. It's a decent sports game if you like NFL, like I do. So I'll put it here. I think that's fair. But it's not a good game. DayZ. It's a D tier game. I'm sorry. A lot of people love the game. I just don't. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I already did this one, didn't I? Wait. Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did, right? Yeah, I did. It's God tier. That's it. This is the entire list. We're done. All the games I've ever played has been ranked. At least the ones I can remember, and the ones on my Steam. There's obviously more games I've played than this. That's an obvious thing. There's only 250 games right here. But these are the games at least 1 hour on Steam and the ones I remember. It's a pretty long list. I'm gonna let you all look at them. Let's see, let me just take my webcam and put it up here, and then we can take a close look of all the games. Alright, this is my God tier games. We have GTA 5, obviously one of the best selling games of all time. We have Ratchet & Clank 1, 2, and 3. Ark Survival Evolved, best survival game ever made, no question about it. I mean, if you take Minecraft as a survival game, that might beat it, but other than that, no. Dead Island, yep. Mario Kart, yep. And just a lot of other great games. My S tier looks like this. Also very amazing games, all of them. We have a couple, actually 3 VR games, 4 VR games in S tier. I think that's fair. I think there are a lot of good VR titles, so I think that's pretty fair. We have A tier, which is one of the biggest tiers. There's a lot of games in here, because there are a lot of good games, but not great games. And they deserve to be in here, and they all are. I have the B tier, also a pretty big one. These are decent games, nothing that special. I think this will be better if I played more, but we'll see. C tier, actually that's probably the biggest tier. Yeah, all decent games, nothing special in my opinion. D tier, on the verge of being a bad game, but still pretty playable. Some of them are not bad, but they just died out too quickly, like Omega Strikers and let's see, Battle Ride, for example, could be better. E tier, these are pretty bad games, honestly. That's not a lot to it, it's just not good games. F tier, these are just very bad games, in my opinion. No, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game in my life. I know that's insane, but I've never played a single Assassin's Creed game in my entire life. Everyone has, but I have not. And finally, I couldn't really rate these ones because I haven't played them enough, or don't remember playing them to rate them. I mean, Eve and Stellaris is just because I don't understand them really. That's why I didn't rate them. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for this stream. I know it's not the longest of streams, but this is all I had planned for today, and it did take 2 hours only, actually, to rate all these games. But I think it's fine. I think it was fun for me to go through all these old games. I mean, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I love that game. Natural Selection 2 is one of the first games I played with my brother, and I enjoyed that so much. I look back at this as fond memories. Resistance: Fall of Man, played that with one of my best friends and my brother as well, and yeah, it was fun for me to go back through this weird memory lane. We'll see how the YouTube video turns out, but yeah, I'm excited. I hope this was a fun idea of sorts. A lot of people make tier lists. I don't see anyone making tier lists this extreme, rating every game they've ever played. So I hope that was interesting. I hope there was something new and original for a bit. If you like it, I might do another one at some point, ranking all movies I've ever watched or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's actually that's it for this stream. Honestly, I have no more planned, and so yeah, that's it. However, I think I have a stream planned for Saturday. Obviously, if you're in Discord, you know this, and that stream is happening Saturday at 11 GMT. I'm gonna play Fate again, see how that goes. I might put in a stream tomorrow as well, an extra stream tomorrow where I play some more Valorant, because I want to play more Valorant on stream. So there might come a stream tomorrow at some point. I'll give you an update on Discord, but perhaps I'll throw in another Valorant stream tomorrow, but we'll see. But otherwise, 11 AM GMT, so that would be like 1 PM for you, Mane, actually, something like that. But I hope you'll check it out Saturday, maybe even as well Friday. We'll see. But yeah, thank you very much for checking the stream. This was fun. I had fun. Yeah. It took me 2 hours to rate all the games. It also took me 2 hours to find all the games. I just sat and went through my entire Steam library. We looked at all the games I've ever played, and I made a list. I saved all the images, and I went through my entire brain, and oh my god, it was a lot really, but it was pretty cool, and I think it was a fun idea. No, Finland is it's GMT +2, and Denmark is GMT +1. Finland is an hour ahead of Denmark, so it would be 1 PM in Finland, because they're an hour ahead. So it'll be 1 PM Saturday, and maybe some stream tomorrow. We'll see. 11 AM GMT, and Denmark is GMT +1, and Finland is GMT +2. No, GMT is British time. We are GMT +1 in Denmark, and Finland is GMT +2. So it'll be at 1 PM in Finland and noon in Denmark. But yeah, that's it. I'll see. Hopefully I'll do a stream tomorrow. I kind of want to play some Valorant on stream tomorrow, so we'll probably do that, and I'll put the notification on Discord whenever. Sleep well, everyone, and good night, and have a lovely day.